the Saints at Eagles, and I'll get into the Eagles in a little bit, but injury update for all those Saints fans out here. Okay, so everyone seems to be back for the most part. Richard Norris Jenkins will be back this week after missing last week's game with a knee injury. Marcus Davenport will be back for this game after missing last week's game due to a concussion. And I really think that was it. Patrick Robinson will not be playing in this football game, but I don't know if that's for the better or for the worse, mainly because P.J. Williams played like a man possessed against Julio Jones. Absolutely phenomenal coverage by P.J. And honestly, dang it, P.J.'s been with this team for so long, and he's helped this defense really mature. I love P.J., and putting him in a slot cornerback role, I really like it as an idea. He's been playing phenomenally well this year. Well, actually not this year, but last game. Oh my gosh, he locked down Julio Jones. Every catch Julio Jones made, it was a contested catch. It was a good catch. It was a really good catch. P.J. Williams gave up nothing. No easy catches. Dang, if we just started Williams over Eli Apple. I mean, God, Eli Apple sucks. You can see he's gone forever. Thank God. Eli Apple was literally the worst corner I've seen play for the Saints in a long time. A long, long time. He sucked. Malcolm Brown will also not be playing this week. That's an unfortunate thing. That's actually more unfortunate, in my opinion, than the P-Rob injury, mainly because I hope both those players are back for the Chiefs game, because literally all hands on deck for the Chiefs game. That game is terrifying to me. All our defenders need to be healthy. All our offense needs to be healthy, except for Marquez Callaway, who can just take it off into the playoffs. Deontay Harris is questionable this week. I'll get it. Deontay Harris would have been... he would be a nice playmaker for Taysom. Deontay Harris is kind of like... You know how Tyler Lockett is for the Eagles? It's kind of... for the Seahawks, it's kind of that... Deontay Harris is kind of the same player, except for... Obviously, he hasn't progressed as much as Tyler Lockett has. I think he has a chance to, but Deontay Harris is just... He's that kind of playmaker. He's electric on returns. I would really like to have him back. He's questionable. I hope he comes back this week. But Malcolm Brown injury, I'll explain to you why it's important. A defensive tackle, constant rotation. It's very important. Very, very important for this team to work. Important part is to have 5 really good defensive tackles. I mean, it's worked with 4, but I love it with 5 because you can just keep switching them out. You have, obviously, David Onyemata and Sheldon Rankins, both fantastic playmakers. But it's also really nice to have in there, you have, like, Malcolm Brown, like I've been saying, who's been pretty good. You have Shy Tuttle, who's been playing really well, and Malcolm Roach, who's been playing mediocre. Now, taking Malcolm Brown out of the equation, you just have the two, Shy Tuttle and Malcolm Roach to put in there. So, not as great, in my opinion, but it's good enough, I guess. I'm also interested to see how the Eagles do with Jalen Hurts. I don't think it's going to do that well. You're asking rookie to make his first start against arguably the best defense in the entire NFL. I expect him to make some plays, but, like, come on. I don't understand. Are they blaming Carson Wentz for these games? Because, like, let's be honest here. It's not like he was helped by good defense, good offensive line play, good receiver play, good coaching. None of that is applicable here. Doug Peterson has been horrible this year at calling plays. So is the offensive coordinator. Defense has been god-awful. They've let up so many points in games. It's not even funny. Receiver play has been really bad. Constant up and down because they don't know who the heck is going to start at receiver because constant injuries are happening. I mean, it's constant. It's really bad constantly. Eagles are in trouble. They're in trouble. And you're throwing Jalen Hurts into arguably the best defense in the entire NFL. Not going to end well. Let me just tell you that, Eagles fans. Not going to end well. I hope the Saints get it going offensively. It's been up and down. I don't know what the heck's happening. I mean, Taysom Hill's played well, and then he did the late game. Like, let's try to fumble this game away against the Falcons. It was not fun. As a Saints fan, I thought we were going to end up losing it, but thank God for our defense. Thank God our defense is solid. Imagine if our defense was the same defense that was like 3 or 4 years back. God, we would have lost that game. But our defense has just been so improved over the... It's just... so. I honestly take it as a personal insult that Dennis Allen is not being considered for any head coaching jobs. If you read any articles, they're ranking head coach candidates. I'm like, linebackers coach for some random team. Like, Where the heck is Dennis Allen on this list? It's upsetting to me because Dennis Allen is legitimately one of the best defensive coordinators I've ever seen coach. And he's really turned this team into, from the Saints, the Saints defense? The Saints defense that would give up games. It wouldn't be Drew Brees who would cause us to not make the playoffs. It'd be our freaking defense. He's turned that unit into arguably the best unit in the NFL. A unit that's been able to carry us for 7-0, knock on wood, without Drew Brees. Yeah, we've been able to win games without Drew Brees. You understand that? That'd be like if Phillip Rivers went down for the Colts and Jacoby Brissett came in and they won all the games. Or if Tom Brady went down and just Blaine Gabbert came in and won all the games. If Ben Roethlisberger went down and Mason Rudolph came in and he won all the games. Do you understand how impressive, how good coaching that is? How good your defense has to be able to win? Not only win, but dominate and go undefeated with a backup quarterback. It's really impressive. It's honestly some of the best coaching I've seen in a long time. It's Sean Payton getting different players and offense involved. And then it's also Dennis Allen in that defense. But you're asking Jalen Hurts throw himself into a fire. I just don't expect it to end well. Give me the Saints to cover the 7.5 point spread.